On the menu today, Hennessy French toast with Hennessy syrup. Here's what you need to make that syrup. Now, a little bit later in the video, I'm going to let you know what you need to make the French toast. But for now, I'm going to let you know the ingredients you need to make the syrup, and I will also list them below in the description box. You will need a half a cup of water, 1 cup of sugar. You can use white sugar, brown sugar, or you can use a combination thereof. That's fine. You need a half teaspoon of vanilla extract, and you will need a teaspoon of butter, but I'm showing you right here that I'm going to use a tablespoon of butter. I want a little more butter in mine, but if you don't, use a teaspoon, or you can leave the butter out. It still be a great syrup without it. You need 2 tablespoons of Hennessy. If you're a teetotaler, you can leave the Hennessy out too. Now, you know what I always say, ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's get to it. All right, let's get your pot on the stove. You want to get your water in the pot, and you want to get your sugar. So you want to get your sugar dissolved in the water at this point. Now, you want to put this on a medium heat. If your flames are licking up the side of your fire is too high, you want to use a medium heat for this. It's going to work out just fine. We rarely use high heat for anything anyway unless we're reducing something, so keep that in mind. We mostly use a simmer or a medium heat for something. In this case, it's a medium heat. So let's get this sugar dissolved in here. So you just want to make sure that you don't see any granules of sugar once you check your spatula. You can use a spatula here, you can use a spoon, you can use a whisk if you want to. So all of them will work. It just depends on what you want to use at this point. I'm going to use a rubber spatula, of course. So you just want to keep, you want to stir it. You want to let your sugar dissolve. Just watch it while it's going. Don't walk away from your pot. You want to stay here. I'm using a non-stick pot, but if you don't use a non-stick pot, then you really want to stay here. So don't go anywhere. Watch your syrup. Look at that color. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, if you used all white sugar, of course, you're going to get a clear syrup. So don't worry. That's what you're supposed to have if you use a white sugar. So no worries there. You got it. All right. So now while you're stirring, you can see in the pot whether or not your sugar has dissolved. So you just take a look. What you're looking for here is you don't want any granules on that spatula or your spoon, whatever you're using. You don't want to see any granules of sugar. No, you do not. So you want to make sure. Now we got it to a boil. So since we got it to a nice boil, this syrup takes all of 5 or 10 minutes. You will see. We got it to a boil. You want to get your butter in. If you're using butter, this is the point where we'll put our butter in. Now when this butter melts, we want to get this butter stirred up very, very well in here. So you should not see butter floating around on the top of your syrup. They should be mixed very well. Angel Mama ain't got nothing on us, baby. We making our own syrup. Look at this. We can do anything. All right, just want to get it stirred up really well. So that little foam you see right there, now you want to get rid of that. So keep stirring. Just want to keep stirring. That's what you want to see. That's exactly what it should be looking like at this point. All right, keep going, keep going. Watch your pot. Don't walk away from your pot. Not that it's going to scorch or burn the house down, but just stay with your food when you're cooking. That's what you want to do. All right. Yep, that's good. All right. Vanilla extract in. I did give you a measurement down there, but I like to put a little more in mine, so of course I'm a vanilla extract gal, so I don't measure vanilla extract. I like it. Yes. Don't knock me for that though, because I did measure the Hennessy, so you can't knock me for that. All right, so let's get your extract mixed in there too. All right, and this is going to come back to a boil again for us. Now this is all less than 10 minutes. So come back to a boil for us. And when it comes back to a boil like it's doing right here, then we're going to put our next ingredient in. All right, see that? That's what we want. Boil it really good. Now, if you put the Hennessy in too early, it's gonna boil and it's gonna lose the Hennessy flavor. So when it boils like this, what we're gonna do here is pour that Hennessy in. We're gonna give it a stir, turn the fire off, and we're gonna pour this out into a measuring cup or something. All right, now these are the ingredients you need for the toast part of it. You need 1 egg, you need 1/4 cup of milk, you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. If you don't want to use nutmeg, leave it out. That's something I like in my French toast. You need 4 slices of bread. Make sure the bread you use is firm. 2 tablespoons of Hennessy, and you want to get your butter, margarine, or nonstick spray for cooking. So it depends on if you're using a nonstick pan or not. I am. So, all right. Hey, Hennessy. All right, let's get to cooking. All right, so you want to get everything mixed up. Now, thing about eggs is you don't want to crack these eggs in the bowl that you're using, because if you get eggshells in it, then you're going to have to pick them out of there when it's going to be easier to just pick it out of here. Pour that in there and then put the rest of the ingredients in there. Seems like an extra step that's unnecessary, but trust me, you get eggshells in your food, you'll know why I said that. So, all right, put that in there. All right. So, you want to get everything in, and then you want to get a whisk and you want to get it stirred up really well. What you want to do right here is you especially want to get your dry ingredients incorporated with the wet ingredients, but you want to get these eggs beaten so that you don't have little spots of egg, and you want a smooth batter. That's what you're looking for. So if you see those little spots where it looks like it's a clear piece of that egg white in there, you didn't whisk your batter enough. So you want to get going with it. Let it go for a little bit. You can never stir it too much. So if you're thinking that, I'm telling you right now, you can't. You can't stir it too much. Stir it enough to get yourself a nice smooth batter. All right, so you want to get these ingredients all mixed up in there. That nutmeg, that cinnamon. We don't want it on the side of the bowl. We want it in the batter. It's all right. That's good. On to the next part. Get your pan turned on. A medium heat, as I say. Y'all know what I say. Don't put this on no high heat now. Put your butter, margarine. I'm using Parquet squeeze margarine. You don't want to put too much. You don't want it to burn up around the sides while you're cooking. Now you want to get your toast down in the batter. You want to make sure you get both sides soaked really well, but you don't want to leave it in there soaking. You want to dip it in that batter. One side, then the other one. Get it on your pan. Quick and easy recipe. If you made French toast before, then you know that. But if you haven't made it before, then keep watching. Keep watching and you'll be doing it in no time. All right? All right, and watch your batter, because when you start dipping these other pieces of toast, you want to take your whisk and you want to whisk it up, because you want to get that nutmeg and cinnamon that probably floated down to the bottom. You want to get that incorporated back into the batter so it can be on your toast. So you want to make sure you do that. I didn't do that right here, but I'm telling you. So don't do as I did, do as I say. All right, so we want to get a nice crispy toast, and the reason why we want to do that is we don't want soggy toast after we put the syrup on it. So we want to get this as crisp as we can get it. So, all right. So if you're not sure right here, check your toast. So you lift the edge of one of them up and look at it. The syrup is ready. Look at that. It's cooling off really nicely. All right, so lift up one edge and look. If you have to, whenever you have to. You do it as often as you need to do it too. All right, and sometimes you'll have a hot spot on your pan. Sometimes one part of your pan will be hotter than the other part. So that's why you want to check all of your pieces if you need to, because you want to make sure you don't burn. You don't want no burnt French toast. I'm telling you right now, it's nasty. Not going to be good. You're going to have to start all over. See? That little quarter of my pan is hotter than the rest of them. So I'm going to go ahead and flip all of them at this point. Let me tell you something. People tell you only flip something once, but I'm telling you, flip as many times as you need to flip. And when you flip, watch the shape of your toast. Keep it, because you see that first one, I jacked that boy up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. But you want your stack to be kind of even. You know, when you stack your pieces of toast up, you want them to be even. You want it to look good. You want it to taste good, but look good. We eat with our eyes first. You know, I always say that, and it's true. We eat with our eyes first, so you want to make sure your toast is looking good. Flip it as many times as you need to flip it to get it crispy. The point is, you don't want it to burn. Burn French toast, and you will need to start all over again because it's going to be so nasty. Ew, yuck. All right, keep looking like I'm doing. If that's what you need to do it as often as you need to. Remember, it's your food and you cooking, and you want your food to taste good and look good. So make sure that it does. That's your job when you cooking. Make sure it look good, taste good. Got it? Yep. That's going to be the most sound advice I can give you. So, all right, here we go. Flipping again. I just want to make sure I'm hearing that crunch when I'm pressing down right there. I want to hear it. So don't press it down so your toast is flat. I was actually pressing it down, just trying to feel for a crunch on top of the toast. Don't flatten your French toast. Don't flatten it. So all right. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's ready. Look at that. Oh, looks so good. That butter is melting on the top. And here is our Hennessy syrup, baby. Get that syrup on there. Get that syrup on there. Yes. All right. Ooh, that looks so good. Go make you some. Now, this is a syrup after it's been sitting for about 2 hours. Look at that. It's thick, just like it would be in the bottle from the store. As I told you earlier, it thickens up as it cools off. Enjoy. Appreciate y'all spending this time with me. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe, share, and by all means, leave a comment. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time. Bye.